Well, as Terrence just said, the big story last night was the surprising release of Jussie Smollett. His brother Jojo joined us here on Good Day Chicago last week to talk about why Jussie needed to be released.
And Jojo is joining us once again this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. First of all, how is your brother and where is he right now?
Well, he's in the city of Chicago. He's doing well. We're really grateful, an abundance of gratitude, just plethora of thankfulness to God. I'm really grateful. As expressed before, really concerned about his wherewithal and his safety while there. Very mindful of the fact that while I still contend that he's completely innocent, this is a bit of justice that I'm grateful for, because I did not believe, even if you believe that the crime was committed, I did not believe that the incarceration was fair and just.
A lot of people agree with you on that front, Jojo. I want to ask you about something we played earlier from his attorney, who said that Jussie put his hands on the glass and he was clearly emotional. In your mind, do those emotions have anything to do with why your brother's not eating?
You know, I don't know. It's a very difficult situation for him. This whole ordeal has, to say it's been difficult would be a gross understatement. I know that he has been offered food. I don't know the details of why he hasn't eaten or what occurred, but I just think that this was probably one of the greatest reliefs he's ever experienced, to have been granted this, reprieve from the situation. He's not out of the woods legally, and he still has a lengthy sentence as far as, 30 months of probation. He also has a lot of restitution and fines to pay. But I'm really grateful for the system in working in the appellate court's decision. As a family, we're truly grateful and a lot of gratitude at this time.
I want to get your reaction and your family's reaction to the news last night. Were you shocked and surprised by this? Tell me what's been going on behind the scenes.
Oh my goodness, I was really grateful, really grateful. For the last 3 years, legally, a lot of things have not gone his way. And once again, even though I disagree with the conviction, I really thought that when we went to sentencing, I really thought, I was listening to a lot of the television, reports, and a lot of the legal analysts, and a lot of them were considering jail time not very likely. He has no criminal history, and the nature of this crime is not even a felony in most states. So I was really surprised at the jail time that was given. Our entire family was, and I think a lot of people in the community were as well. But I can tell you, yesterday when I heard the news, I was just very, very thankful to God Almighty, and a lot of prayers and thanks for gratitude.
We've got less than 30 seconds. I'm just curious, he said he was not suicidal repeatedly in the courtroom. Some would argue he was invoking Jeffrey Epstein. We've heard that he has been kept in protective custody during his time in the jail. Would that be his wish going forward? Do you know, have you talked about that, whether or not he's separated from everybody else?
I haven't had an opportunity to talk with the attorney about the actual, arrangement inside the jail. But yes, I do know anyone who loses their freedom and is sent into jail, it's probably one of the least safest environments you're going to encounter. So naturally, he's concerned for his own safety. I'm very concerned for his safety. We're all concerned for his safety. And once again, I mean, the fact that I don't believe he was guilty, and then the fact that even if you believe he was guilty, the imposition of jail time just seemed really, really harsh and unnecessary for the crime that was alleged to have been committed. So just really glad that he's out of that situation.
I want to ask you too, because there had been earlier reports that your family was receiving threats, and are you worried about your own family's safety, yours as well as your brother's?
Well, that's been an ongoing concern for the entire time, for more than 3 years. The fact that this was politicized and everybody just thinks they understand what we think politically. They just understand that, they just typecast us all in our understanding of the world and our views, and they put you in a box, and then, there's a mass media and social media attempt to just drown out all, responses from our side about anything we think or feel. And there have been a lot of concerning moments over the last 3 years, and this was just another one. This one was far more concerning because of the fact that he was actually in jail. And once again, jail, everyone who knows, who encounters the criminal justice system, jail and prison are some of the least safest places on earth,
Well,
definitely in America.
We know he has a strong support system, and you're among them. So, Jojo, again, thank you for your time
Thank
this
you.
morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you for
appreciate it,
having me
yeah.
again, guys. I appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
take care.